Yo, this is Eternal Plays, Pokemon Ruby! We are halfway through the Elite Four. It's time to go against the third and the fourth members of Elite Four. But before we go into the next room, I'm gonna make a little change to my Pokemon team. Basically the starting order. So Hariyama will now go first. Again. Yeah, next type is gonna be good for him. It's not very good for some of my Pokemon like Sceptile and Sharpedo will suffer a bit here, and Groudon can be a bit trouble. Sharpedo should do fine, and Manectric can also do fine against some of the Pokemon, but Hariyama will do very well here, if he survives. Anyways, it's time to go against our third Pokemon Elite Four member of the Hoenn League. Yeah, kind of leech here, I guess. Anyways, let's go. It's time to go and continue our journey in the Pokemon League. You can probably see what kind of type you're expecting here, looking at the tiles, looking at the down thing. Yeah, you're right, there's Ice-type Pokemon here. She's just like Lorelei from Generation 1, and now we have to face off against Ice-type Pokemon once again. However, this one actually has more Ice-types than Lorelei ever had, so that's a good one of the reasons why I actually want to have Hariyama to be used here, because Sceptile and Swellow will be suffering under ice attacks. Groudon as well won't be very good. But let's see how it will go. It is time to go up against the third of the Elite Four members. This will be interesting. Hello, my name is Glacia of the Elite Four. I've traveled from afar to Hoenn so that I may hone my ice skills. But all I have seen are challenges by weak trainers and their Pokemon. What about you? It will please me to no end if I could go all out against you. And now we're gonna face off against Glacia. Glacia, the third of the four Elite Four members, and she is the master of Ice-type Pokemon. And the first one is Glalie. Glalie is the world form of Snorunt, and you know, it kind of look like a bit darkened thing. It's actually a pure Ice-type Pokemon. So using Fighting Fire is really good here. Rock is good here as well. But Fighting will be my trick against Glacia's Glalie. Let's go. Okay, here comes Hail. Hail is equivalent to Sandstorm. Basically, Hail will do damage to every single Pokemon on the field except those who are strong to Ice types. Basically, Ice type Pokemon themselves will not take any damage from Hail, but Hariyama will. Okay, so he survived the Wild Throw, but she will full restore, of course. So I'll just Wild Throw again. It's nothing more to do than that. So we'll Wild Throw one more time. Let's see if this is enough. Damn, so close. So close. I'll just have to Wild Throw one more time. Go restrict by Hail. Here comes the Ice Beam, which means she won't be using more full restores. Doesn't do too much damage on that hope. Ice Beam is really powerful, but luckily Hariyama is good enough, and of course I crit. I mean, come on, that's typical. Anyways, Glalie goes down, and we have one Pokemon down. We have 4 more to go. Next up comes Sealeo. Now, unlike the other Pokemon we faced so far, this is actually a non-fully evolved Pokemon. It's the evolved form of Spheal, the new like Sealish Pokemon in Generation 3. But just like Seel itself, Sealeo is actually a dual type Ice and Water type. So if you have an Electric types, it can do very well here. So I will actually switch to Manectric for this one. Because Manectric will do well against the Water type, and Sealeo is a dual type Water and Ice. Of course, Hail won't be hitting him. Sealeo will be hitting me. Now for here I can go Thunder or Spark. Thunder to reduce accuracy, but will one-shot this. Sealeo or Spark will do less damage, but I think I'll go try Spark. Let's see how much it does. Probably won't be enough, because Spark's not really that powerful. Comes to Surf. He's a Water Ice type, so this will hurt a bit. Not too much. Hail will fall, which will do damage to me only. Let's go with another Spark, that should be enough. And Down goes Sealeo. Get some XP. Next up, she will use another Sealeo. Yeah, she has 2 Sealeos on her team, so that's fine. We can take it on. Hail stops, which means I will no longer take any periodic damage in the fight. Let's go with Spark. I want to save Thunder, because we will fight another one where we can Thunder use. Here comes the Blizzard. This is gonna hurt. The best ice attack in the game. I might be knocked out from this, but hopefully I will survive. I don't. Blizzard is too strong. It's 120 power, similar as Thunder, but has no guarantee to hit, so that's probably why I didn't make it. Now I can go with Sceptile, or I can go with Swellow as well. So the reason to go Sceptile is because, as far as I remember, grass attacks actually do normal damage to ice types, but it's super effective against water, so this should be the end of Sealeo. Yep, I'm right. So it's super effective because it's water type. Even though ice is good against grass, it doesn't reduce damage taken from grass attacks. Next up is Walrein. This is actually the best Pokemon on this team. Now Walrein is the evolved form of Sealeo, and this is a huge freaking sea lion, like a walrus. And it might be suicide to use Groudon on this team, but I'm using it for 2 reasons. We'll find out why. So we get Groudon in. He's super tanky and strong, but this is the reason. Drought. If I hit with Fire Blast now, this should be a dead Walrein. It's a big walrus. The only problem with Walrein though is that being a dual type of water and ice means that he will not be taking super effective damage from fire. I still think that is useful though. You can also use Earthquake. I think it's more tankier though, so I can either go with Fire Blast or Earthquake. Both should do very fine damage against Walrein. But remember, Fire Blast does not get any stab bonus, but it does get bonus from Sunny Day. So let's go with the Fire Blast first. See how much I do. Not too much. Okay, this is gonna hurt. Blizzard is super effective against Groudon. This might actually be a one-hit KO. Oh, I survived. So another strong. Doesn't really help much there, because it doesn't reduce ice damage, only reduces water damage. But let's see Earthquake. Earthquake did actually pretty good. But Groudon won't survive, so fainted Groudon, that's fine. But now we can use Sceptile. I don't think she'll heal the Walrein because it's not in the red zone yet. But if I hit now with a Leaf Blade, this should be the end of Walrein. Even if he's going to heal himself with a Citrus Berry, I think this should be good enough for us. Let us go. Leaf Blade. It's super effective, so let's see how much we do. And it's enough. Walrein goes down. But we're not done yet. Remember, she still has one more Pokemon, which is a second Glalie. Now we can either go to use Sceptile again, which is not what we want to do, because remember, Glalies, a pure ice type, doesn't take any extra damage from Sceptile. I'll go with Hariyama. This Glalie is probably higher level than the first Glalie though, so we probably will survive the actual Wild Throw. But let's see how well we do. Okay, so now I'm gonna hail, which means that the Sunny Day will be gone, and we'll start hailing instead. Let us see how well we'll do. Oh, we go within one hit! Oh, that's good for us. So this one was much harder than the other two ones, but we do still manage to do fine, and we beat Glacia. You and your Pokemon! How hot your spirits burn! The all-consuming heat overwhelms. It's no surprise that my ice skills failed to harm you. Advance to the next room, and there, confirm the truly fearsome side of the Pokemon League. So that was actually quite an interesting battle, for sure. Now, one of the reasons why people think that Blaziken, the fire starter for Generation 3, is overpowered is because Blaziken can destroy Glacia. Both fire and fighting can take out all of her Pokemon easily. And of course it's fast, it does a lot of damage, has their own one hits moves. Well, no wonder why Blaziken is so good. Can take out Sydney alone. Should be able to do fine as well against Phoebe, but maybe not as good because he can't really use its fighting moves. But the next Pokemon Elite Four member though will be a bit more challenging. So I'm just gonna heal up. Be ready for our next battle. There we go. So for next battle, I'm going to do a little change to my team again. I will now start with Sharpedo once again. But I'll be ready to use other Pokemon too if needed. But before I do switch off, I want to give him a berry. I do have anyone left. I do have Citrus Berry. I have one left. That's good. Because the next Pokemon will actually be very offensive here, but we can take him out very quickly. You might know actually what you're going to use here, because I did some change to Sharpedo, but you will find out pretty soon. Let's go. I'm wondering, is this a rock type, or is this maybe a steel type? Maybe it's a ground type? Why do we have a sailor with a mustache against us? Well, you guys might maybe not even recognize what kind of type he is, but don't worry though, this guy, he will be enough contestants for us for sure. Anyways, let us go against the fourth and final Elite Four member before the champion awaits us. Here we go. I am the last of the league. Elite Four Drake, the Dragon Master. In their natural state, Pokemon are wild things. They are free. At times they hinder us, at times they help us. For us to battle with Pokemon as partners, do you know what it takes? Do you know what is needed? If you don't, then you will never prevail over me. Yeah, he uses Dragon-type Pokemon. Drake, the final Elite Four member, and surely not gonna be easy. That's one of the reasons why you really want to have an Ice-type Pokemon like Regice, or have a Pokemon that knows a move like Ice Beam or Blizzard, because this is gonna be rather tough actually. Here we go. First off is Shelgon. So Shelgon, which is not the final evolution, just like the Sealeos was. This is actually a mid-evolution. The first stage is called Flygon. Then you have Shelgon, and then you have the final evolved form, which we'll be meeting soon. So this is a pure Dragon type, meaning that the only way you can do super effective moves against Shelgon is by using another Dragon type move or Ice moves. Now Unlucky doesn't get stab bonus from this though, but it should be able to do very fine damage. It's actually a one-shot. That's really how important it is to have a good level Pokemon that can use Ice Beam or Blizzard. Next up is Altaria. Now this is actually a really nice way to use ice attacks, because Altaria is 4 times weak to ice. Yeah, Altaria, the plague Pokemon that really took off of my battle against Winona in Fortress City. She's a dual type dragon, and flying means that it's 4 times weakness to ice. Let me show you. You don't survive this for sure, I'll tell you. There's no way you survive. No way. 4 times weakness to ice, you don't survive that. And Sharpedo's goes to level 54. Look at that, +4 attack. Such power. Next up is Flygon. Now, do you remember the Pokemon we met in the Desert Ruins? Yeah, this is its fully evolved form. Back then it was just a ground type, Trapinch. Now it's becoming another cool Pokemon called Flygon. Now Flygon is actually a very special Pokemon. It's a dual type, ground and dragon. You know what this means? Yeah, just like Altaria, this Pokemon hates ice. It's 4 times weak to ice. It's kind of funny though how this trainer has more than one Pokemon with weakness to ice 4 times. That's just how it is, I guess. And next up, another Flygon. Yeah, we'll stick to Sharpedo. There's no real reason to switch out here. Being 4 times weakness to ice, it's basically a free win. If you don't have anyone, use a water type move, because Dragon are strong against water, but it's a ground type, it won't survive the water so much, it'll be normal damage. But Ice Beam is so good. Next up is Salamence. Now Salamence, that is the fully evolved form of Bagon and the evolved form of Shelgon. This is a very strong dragon flying type Pokemon. Of course it's 4 times weakness to ice, but be careful here. Salamence is what I would call the ultimate dragon flying type Pokemon in terms of power versus versus other Pokemon. Like, I think Dragonite wasn't too bad Generation 1, but I think Dragonite was just too... doesn't have too much offense. Well, Dragonite was probably a lot tankier dragon flying Pokemon in Generation 1. This one solves the offensive problems. This Salamence is super strong. In fact, when I played Pokemon Sapphire back in the Game Boy Advance days, Salamence was my first ever level 100 Pokemon in Generation 3. But Salamence is weak to ice times 4, but will it be enough? Let's see. It is very strong. Can it survive? It doesn't. Ice is too good here. Really look how good this is. Salamence would have been a pest and a plague for us if it didn't have the ice weakness times 4. This is so reasonably important. It's also maybe one this Elite 4 maybe a bit too easy, because 4-time weakness to ice is kind of a lot to deal with. Regardless of that, it's just how it is, and ice chills down Drake, and we have beaten Elite 4. Only one thing remains. Superb, it should be said. You deserve every credit for coming this far as a trainer of Pokemon. You do seem to know what is needed. Yes, what a trainer needs is a virtuous heart. Pokemon touch the good hearts of trainers and learn good from wrong. They touch the good hearts of trainers and grow strong. Go onwards. The champion is waiting. What a battle that was that we just had right now, and this means we only have one thing left to do. The Pokemon League champion is awaiting us through this door. When I go through this door, the battle will automatically begin. There is no movement that I can do myself. There will be a speech, of course, with the champion, but except from that, nothing more to do. So this will be the end of this video. In the next video we will go head to head against the Pokemon champion of Hoenn Legion, and then hopefully we will become the new champion of the Pokemon League. So with that said, if you have any feedback on Let's Play or want to discuss this game, leave a comment below this video. If you want to notify when I upload more parts and other stuff on my channel, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. With that, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.